Stoicism, a timeless beacon for temperament and grace. In the tapestry of human interaction, temperament stands as a silent orator, speaking volumes before words ever take flight from our lips. It is the manner in which we conduct ourselves, the poise we maintain in the face of life's ceaseless undulations, and the grace with which we navigate the waters of social communion. Stoicism, a philosophy as enduring as the very elements, offers strategies that go beyond mere stoic endurance or passionless detachment. It champions an approach to life that cultivates a temperament not only delightful in its essence, but also magnetic in its execution. Stoic philosophy, hailing from the porches of ancient Athens, has traversed centuries, permeating the fabric of societies and the ethos of individuals seeking a tranquil harbor in the storm of existence. It does not call for a suppression of emotion or a retreat from the world's stage, but advocates for a mastery over the tumult within, allowing for a conduct that is both attractive and measured, drawing others with its serene yet vibrant allure. As we delve into the profound depths of Stoicism, we shall explore how its principles bolster self-trust and self-respect, intertwine virtue with beauty, cultivate emotional resilience, focus our energies on the controllable, and exalt virtue's behavior. Each strategy is not a singular thread, but part of a grand weave, creating a fabric that is as robust as it is refined. Through this, Stoicism imparts upon its adherents a temperament that is as compelling as the timeless virtues it espouses, a beacon of attraction in a sea of transient whims and fancies. The ancient Stoics taught that the essence of beauty lies not in the adornments that grace the surface, but in the virtues that fortify the soul. In the following sections, we shall explore, with detailed and intricate discourse, how the Stoic mindset shapes an individual into a paragon of delightful and attractive temperament, transforming the Stoic sage into a bastion of charisma. Self-trust and self-respect, the cornerstones of a confident temperament. In the grand narrative of Stoic philosophy, the themes of self-trust and self-respect emerge not as mere suggestions, but as formidable columns upholding the structure of a life well lived. They serve as the silent sentinels that guard the tranquility of our inner sanctum, forming the bedrock upon which a confident temperament is built. Stoicism, with its sage whispers from the past, reminds us that it is within the chiseled halls of self-understanding and esteem that a person's true allure takes shape. The Stoic foundation of self-trust. The concept of self-trust within Stoicism is not to be misconstrued as a blind faith in one's abilities, but rather a measured confidence born of self-examination and rational judgment. The Stoics, with their methodical approach to life, nurtured within themselves a belief in their own judgments and choices as they aligned these with nature and reason. To trust oneself in the Stoic sense is to know oneself, to be intimately acquainted with one's virtues and vices, strengths and shortcomings. Epictetus, a Stoic luminary, once proclaimed that freedom is the only worthy goal in life, and this freedom is born from an unwavering reliance on one's own reasoned choices. It is this self-trust that allows an individual to stand firm in the midst of life's gales, not unshaken but unbroken, much like the sturdy oak that bends but does not snap under the weight of the storm. Self-respect as a byproduct of Stoic living. From the wellspring of self-trust flows the pure, resolute waters of self-respect. To the Stoics, self-respect was not an egoistic pride, but a reverent acknowledgement of one's intrinsic value. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, counseled himself to act in ways that were congruent with his nature, to honor his own rationality and humanity. When one respects oneself, they are not easily swayed by the fickle tides of external approval or disdain. They hold themselves accountable to a higher tribunal, their own reasoned conscience. This self-respect manifests outwardly as a dignified comportment, a temperament that, without uttering a single word, declares its worth. It is a silent proclamation that one values themselves too greatly to be hastily reactive, to indulge in pettiness, or to engage in that which diminishes one's character. The outward radiance of inner confidence. The Stoic cultivation of self-trust and self-respect naturally culminates in an outward radiance of inner confidence. This confidence is not the loud, boisterous kind that clamors for attention, but the quiet certainty that resonates in the calm assurance of one's actions and words. Seneca, another Stoic sage, observed that true happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future, not to amuse ourselves with either hopes or fears, but to rest satisfied with what we have, which is sufficient. This Stoic contentment breeds a confidence that is inherently attractive because it is serene and untroubled. It becomes evident in the steady gaze, the composed speech, and the poised manner. The individual who is confident in this way moves through life's theater not as a frantic actor scrambling for their cue, but as a composed director, aware that the play unfolds according to their own script. In the synthesis of these Stoic tenets, the philosophical with the practical, we observe the emergence of a temperament that is both delightful to behold and steadfast in its essence. It is through the alignment of inner virtue with outer expression that Stoicism offers strategies not only for living with dignity, but also for exuding a charm that is both tranquil and compelling. In the next sections, we shall continue to weave this rich tapestry, examining the Stoic alignment of virtue with beauty, the cultivation of emotional resilience, and the practiced focus on what lies within our power, all threads in the grand Stoic design for an attractive and graceful temperament. Virtue as beauty, the ethical attractiveness. Within the Stoic framework, the fusion of virtue and beauty forms a mosaic that is both philosophically profound and aesthetically arresting. The Stoics did not delineate a chasm between the good and the beautiful. They proposed that the highest form of beauty is that which is suffused with ethical goodness. This intersection of morality and aesthetics yields an allure that is not ephemeral, but enduring, not skin-deep, but soul-deep. The Stoic convergence of goodness and beauty. The Stoic sages saw the world through a lens that blurred the lines between beauty and virtue. To them, the physical allure was a mere shadow of a greater beauty that resided in acts of valor, in decisions ripened with wisdom, and in lives lived with integrity. The kind of attractiveness that the Stoics revered was the kind that could withstand the erosive tides of time, unlike the fleeting charm of youth or the vanishing splendor of opulence. It was the radiance of the soul that mattered, the luster that shines forth when one is aligned with the highest good. In Stoicism, this merging of the ethical and the beautiful is exemplified by the concept of kalokagathia, an ancient Greek ideal that reflects the noble union of the good, kalos, and the beautiful, agathos. Wisdom and courage as beacons of attraction. Wisdom and courage, two of the cardinal virtues extolled by Stoicism, are lauded not merely as moral attributes but as beacons that emit a profound attraction. Wisdom, in the Stoic sense, is the knowledge of what is good, what is bad, and what is neither. It is not a reservoir of facts or a repository of scholarly data, but an applied understanding of the nature of reality and how one might live harmoniously within it. The wise person attracts us not with flamboyant displays of intellect, but with the quiet assurance of someone who understands the currents of life and navigates them with a practice at ease. Courage, too, is magnetic in its essence. It is the resolve that faces adversity with a steadfast heart, not the absence of fear but the mastery over it. The courage of the Stoic is not the foolhardiness of the reckless, but the deliberate valor of the principled. It is attractive because it represents the human spirit's ability to rise above the fray, to exhibit strength not just in the heat of battle but in the quiet confrontations with the self. The magnetic appeal of the virtuous. The person who embodies Stoic virtue carries within them a magnetic appeal. They draw others not through a contrived facade or artful pretense but through the authenticity of their character. The just person does not measure their actions against the yardstick of personal gain, but against the grand scale of fairness and propriety. Their sense of justice is not loud or ostentatious, but is woven into the fabric of their being. The temperate individual does not swing with the pendulum of excess and deficiency, but finds the golden mean, the balance that is so appealing in a world of extremes. This magnetic appeal of the virtuous is akin to the pull of a lighthouse for the mariner adrift at sea, not overpowering, but guiding, not glaring, but steady. It is in this steady and guiding light that the beauty of virtue reveals its true face, drawing others toward it, not to dazzle, but to illuminate. In the cultivation of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, we find a charm that is not skin-deep, but penetrates to the core. As we continue to explore the facets of Stoicism, we will delve into how emotional resilience fortifies character, and how a focus on the controllable cultivates a presence both delightful and serene. These threads, interwoven with the tapestry of Stoic thought, create a portrait of ethical attractiveness that endures beyond the superficial and transient, beckoning the observer to look beyond the surface and find beauty in the substance of virtue. Emotional resilience, the calm within the storm. The Stoic ideal of emotional resilience is not a callous detachment from the tribulations of life, but a nuanced mastery over one's reactions to the vicissitudes of fate. It is this resilience that imparts to the Stoic practitioner a temperament that is as calm as the eye of a hurricane, centered, composed, and radiating an almost magnetic tranquility. Stoic equanimity and its charm. Equanimity, the heart of Stoic emotional resilience, is akin to the still surface of a deep lake. Unruffled by the winds of change, it reflects the world with clarity and composure. This Stoic equanimity is not an absence of feeling, but a harmonious balance of emotions. It is a deliberate cultivation of inner peace that remains undisturbed by external chaos, much like the deep ocean remains calm, even as surface waves crash and froth. Therein lies a subtle charm, an allure that is not boisterous but quietly compelling, inviting onlookers to ponder the source of such unwavering serenity. The allure of composure in adversity. The allure of composure in the face of adversity is as the steadfastness of a lighthouse standing unyielding amidst the stormy sea. It signals a strength that is not brutish but dignified, a resolve that does not yell but whispers promises of safe harbor. The Stoic, when faced with misfortune, does not display a frenzied effort to conquer the uncontrollable, but rather a poised acceptance of the inevitable, paired with a focused determination to act where possible. This graceful dance with fate captivates and inspires, as the onlooker witnesses not a struggle against the storm but an elegant waltz with reality. The Serene Stoic, a portrait of poise. The Serene Stoic is a portrait of poise. Their very presence is a silent ode to the resilience of the human spirit. In their temperament is read the epic tale of a soul that has weathered many storms yet stands undiminished. Theirs is a tranquility that is infectious, a gentle yet firm reminder that life's tempests need not ruffle the sails of our spirit. The Serene Stoic moves through turmoil as a soft-spoken giant, whose every step is measured, whose every breath is a testament to a peace hard-earned and deeply cherished. To encounter such a Stoic is to witness the elegance of a ballet dancer on a high wire, who, with each poised step amidst the howling winds, narrates a story of harmony between the will and the world. This elegance does not boast. It simply is. It does not command attention, it humbly beckons. The Serene Stoic then becomes not just a beacon of resilience, but also a mirror in which others may glimpse their own potential for tranquility amid the tumult of existence. As we weave the threads of Stoic thought through the tapestry of discourse, we perceive how the practice of virtue, the embodiment of wisdom and courage, and the cultivation of emotional resilience converge to create a persona that is both delightful and attractive. In the ensuing sections, we shall explore the Stoic emphasis on focusing on the controllable and practicing virtuous behavior, principles that not only further this portrayal of an attractive character, but also enhance the Stoic's ability to lead and inspire. Continuing our journey through the Stoic philosophy and its impact on personal temperament, we shall see how these timeless strategies, when applied, contribute to a leadership style that is as effective as it is ethically grounded, setting an example that resonates through the ages. Focus on the controllable, serenity in action. At the heart of Stoic wisdom lies the profound understanding that serenity is not the absence of the storm, but the peace found within it. This peace, the Stoics suggest, is born from the art of discernment, knowing what falls within our sphere of control and what does not. As we delve into this section, we embark on a contemplative journey to explore how focusing on the controllable aspects of life not only fortifies the Stoics' equanimity but also amplifies their natural attractiveness through a focused and deliberate presence. The Stoic art of releasing the uncontrollable. The Stoic art of releasing the uncontrollable can be likened to a sculptor who, rather than lamenting the brittleness of marble, chooses to embrace its constraints, finding freedom within the form. The Stoic mindset does not clash with the uncontrollable forces of life. Instead, it navigates through them with an understanding that true mastery is in the surrender of futile resistance. By disengaging from the vain pursuit of manipulating the immutable, the Stoic cultivates an aura of composed assurance, a beacon of reliability in a sea of uncertainty. The serene influence of a centered mind. A centered mind, one that is anchored in the present moment and focused on the controllable, exerts a serene influence akin to a tranquil garden amidst urban clamor. It invites others into a space of clarity and purpose. This serenity is not a passive state. It is a dynamic force that propels the Stoic to act with intention and resolve. The centeredness of the Stoic leader has a ripple effect, inspiring those around them to also embrace a calm temperament, to approach life's complexities with measured thought and poised action. Attractiveness of a focused presence. The attractiveness of a focused presence in a Stoic is reminiscent of the steady glow of a lighthouse piercing through a foggy night. It is not loud or demanding, yet it commands attention and guides those who are adrift towards safer shores. In a world where distractions are many and attentions are split, the Stoics' capacity to remain undiverted is a rare and captivating trait. Their focused presence suggests a deep engagement with life, a commitment to the present that is both inspiring and reassuring to behold. In stitching together the profound tenets of Stoicism with the rich fabric of human interaction, we begin to understand how a focused presence contributes to a leader's attractiveness. Such leadership does not merely function. It radiates a confidence and a calm that is both enchanting and effective. The narrative we continue to weave is one where the Stoic philosophy transcends time, offering strategies for a temperament that attracts, influences, and endures. As we move toward our concluding section, we will further intertwine the threads of Stoic virtue with the practical application in everyday conduct, crafting a comprehensive portrayal of the Stoic leader whose charm is matched by their virtue, whose attractiveness is a reflection of their ethical fortitude. The upcoming section will delve into the Stoic commitment to practicing virtuous behavior, examining how living in alignment with one's values not only enhances one's character, but also magnifies the compelling allure that is intrinsic to the Stoic philosophy. Practicing virtuous behavior. The beauty of kindness and fairness. In the realm of Stoic philosophy, virtuous behavior is the jewel in the crown of a well-lived life. It is not enough to contemplate virtue or to understand it theoretically. The true Stoic weaves virtue into the very fabric of their being through consistent practice. This section examines how kindness, fairness, and respect serve not just as moral imperatives, but as the cornerstones of a magnetic and dignified existence. The attraction of the kind, a Stoic. Perspective. Kindness, in the Stoic sense, is not mere politeness or a superficial nicety. It is a robust and courageous act of the soul, a deliberate extension of goodwill to all beings. A kind Stoic is like the sun, offering warmth and light universally, without discrimination or expectation of return. This form of kindness begets a deep-seated beauty, an attractiveness that does not fade with time but deepens. The Stoic who practices kindness is like a gardener who nourishes the soil, cultivating an environment where relationships grow strong and healthy, where trust takes root and flourishes. Fairness in action, the grace of justice. Fairness is the grace of justice made visible in action. It is the Stoic's commitment to balance and equality, ensuring that their deeds and judgments are aligned with the highest good for all involved. In a leader, the practice of fairness is akin to the even scales of Lady Justice, inspiring confidence and loyalty. The fairness of a Stoic leader is a beacon of hope in a world fraught with inequity, a testament to the enduring appeal of a leader who not only espouses justice but embodies it. The magnetic virtue of respect. Respect, the magnetic virtue, is the recognition of the intrinsic value of each individual. When a Stoic leader regards others with genuine respect, they create an aura of esteem that is reciprocal. Like a mirror reflecting the best image of ourselves, a leader who practices respect invites a shared sense of dignity. It is an acknowledgement that while we may navigate different paths, we are fellow travelers on the journey of life, integrating Stoic principles for a dignified and attractive life. The tapestry of Stoicism is one that intertwines the threads of self-mastery with the outward expression of a dignified life. Integrating Stoic principles is not the work of a moment, but a continual practice, where each interaction is an opportunity to embody the virtues of kindness, fairness, and respect. These principles are not static. They are dynamic forces that animate the Stoic's presence, rendering it not only attractive, but also profoundly impactful. The continual practice of Stoic virtues in daily interactions. As with any skill, the practice of Stoic virtues in daily life requires discipline and intentionality. The Stoic's journey is one of perpetual refinement, where every encounter is a canvas upon which the virtues can be painted. The result is a life that resonates with the harmony of a well-composed symphony, each virtue a note that contributes to the overall beauty of the piece. Stoicism as a living philosophy for personal magnetism. Stoicism, then, emerges as a living philosophy that extends far beyond the realm of intellectual exercise. It is a practical guide for cultivating a personal magnetism that draws others not by force, but by the sheer gravity of virtuous character. In the final analysis, the Stoic's temperament is an eloquent testament to a philosophy that espouses not only how to think, but, more importantly, how to live. By embodying the timeless principles of Stoicism, one can navigate the tumultuous seas of life with a steady hand and a serene heart, radiating an inner glow that is both attractive and authentic. This is the Stoic's gift to the world, a demonstration that virtue lived out in daily life is the truest form of beauty, a beauty that does not wither with age but deepens into a form that is eternal and universally revered.